An odd mother and daughter duo stopped at a Sheetz gas station in Pennsylvania, and they had a disturbing way of passing the time at the fuel pumps. Someone happened to see the two women and immediately did something about what they witnessed, and one bad scene led to an even worse reality when the car doors were opened. Before we continue, please take some time to subscribe to Daily Dose, like, and share this video with your friends. Courtney Jording, 23, and her mother Karen Gillespie, 43, pulled into the Greensburg gas station just after 11 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. After parking at the fuel pumps, Jording shoved a needle full of heroin into the arm of her mother, who was sitting in the driver's seat. Needless to say, this was not your typical mother-daughter outing. Another woman at the pump saw the criminal behavior and was even more taken aback when she noticed that there appeared to be a baby in the back seat of the vehicle. As chance would have it, the witness was also a Children and Youth Services worker, and she immediately called the police to the scene. But things were about to take a turn for the worse when officers got a closer look inside of the car. Sitting in a child seat in the back of the car, police found a dirty little girl in a urine-soaked diaper. The 6-month-old girl belonged to Jording. Her car seat was merely placed on the back seat, not secured with even a single strap. Sadly, the child's safety in a moving vehicle was the least of these women's concerns, as they were injecting each other with heroin just inches from the innocent baby. Luckily, they didn't get too far this time. "We're thankful to the person that called. We're thankful that we got there quick and were able to stop them quick before they got back on the road and hurt somebody or hurt the baby or anybody else," Police Captain Chad Zuko said. "It shows people what addiction will do. Not just the fact that they were in a busy parking lot, but having a child in the back seat. Obviously, they had disregard for the child." Officers didn't see any clean clothing or diapers for the baby in the car, but they did find a massive treasure trove of narcotics, including a staggering 41 stamp bags of heroin and 16 empty stamp bags of heroin. Next to the drugs was everything an addict would need to use them, such as 4 syringes and 2 spoons, according to the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Courtney Jording and Karen Gillespie were taken into custody on charges of criminal conspiracy, endangering the welfare of children, criminal use of a communication facility, possession of drug paraphernalia. Gillespie was hit with the additional charge of possession with intent to manufacture or deliver. The baby was taken into custody and placed with her paternal grandparents, who hopefully have more sense about them than her maternal grandmother. This child potentially faces a future of being bounced around between the homes of whoever can care for her at the moment, along with the looming threat of a mom who will fight to get custody when she's not incarcerated. Jording doesn't want to be a good parent, as evidenced by her drug use. But if she's like most people in her position, she will fight for her parental rights at the cost of her child's well-being. Meanwhile, Child Protective Services will be forced to give the child back. It's a sick cycle of abuse, catering to those who should permanently lose all parental rights after putting their child in harm's way. Our children deserve better than this. The situation at the Greensburg gas station serves as a harrowing reminder of the destructive power of addiction and the innocent lives it can endanger. Courtney Jording and Karen Gillespie's actions highlight not only their personal struggles, but also a broader societal issue that demands urgent attention. The presence of narcotics in their vehicle, especially with a child on board, underscores the severity of their addiction and the potential dangers they pose to the public. The rapid response from the Children and Youth Services worker and the police prevented what could have been a far more tragic outcome. Their intervention ensured that the baby girl was removed from immediate danger, but her future remains uncertain. The child's relocation to her paternal grandparents is a temporary solution, one that might provide a safer environment, but also reflects the complexities of the foster care system. This incident also raises critical questions about parental rights and the protection of children in situations of severe neglect and substance abuse. The current legal framework often prioritizes reunification of children with their biological parents, even when it may not be in the child's best interest. This policy can lead to repeated cycles of neglect and endangerment, as addicted parents like Jording may regain custody only to fall back into harmful behaviors. Everyone, communities and policymakers, must confront these challenges by advocating for more stringent regulations and support systems that prioritize the welfare of children. Enhanced support for addiction recovery programs, stricter enforcement of child endangerment laws, and more robust foster care systems are essential steps towards breaking this cycle. Society has a collective responsibility to ensure that children are protected from such hazardous environments and given the opportunity to thrive in safe and nurturing homes. The story of Jordan and Gillespie is not an isolated incident, but a reflection of a pervasive issue that affects many families. It calls for a comprehensive approach to addiction treatment, child welfare, and legal reforms to prevent similar situations in the future. By addressing these root causes and providing adequate support for those affected, society can hope to protect its most vulnerable members and offer them a chance at a better, safer future. The case of Courtney Jordan and Karen Gillespie is a stark example of how addiction can destroy lives and families. It also demonstrates the importance of vigilance and swift action by those in positions to make a difference. The Children and Youth Services workers' quick thinking and immediate response were crucial in preventing further harm to the innocent child involved. However, the road to recovery and stability for this child will be long and fraught with challenges. The child's placement with her paternal grandparents is a hopeful sign, but it is not a guaranteed solution. The foster care system is overburdened and under-resourced, often struggling to meet the needs of the children it is designed to protect. This situation highlights the need for more comprehensive support systems for both children and their caretakers within the foster system. Furthermore, the legal system must grapple with the balance between parental rights and child safety. In many cases, the law leans towards preserving family units, which can sometimes place children back into environments where they are at risk. This is a delicate and complex issue, requiring a nuanced approach that considers the best interests of the child above all else. Addiction treatment and rehabilitation services are critical in addressing the root causes of such incidents. Comprehensive treatment programs that offer medical, psychological, and social support can help individuals like Jordan and Gillespie break free from the cycle of addiction. These programs need to be accessible and adequately funded to ensure that those who need help can receive it. Public awareness and education about the dangers of drug abuse and its impact on families can also play a significant role in prevention. Community support systems, including schools, healthcare providers, and social services, must work together to identify and assist those at risk before situations reach a crisis point. In summary, the case of Courtney Jordan and Karen Gillespie underscores the multifaceted challenges posed by addiction, the importance of child protection, and the need for systemic reforms. It is a call to action for communities, policymakers, and support systems to work collaboratively towards creating a safer and more supportive environment for children and families affected by substance abuse. Through comprehensive and compassionate approaches, society can help prevent such tragedies and ensure a brighter future for all its members.